We are back for another absolute cracker. I think this one's going to be also just as hype. I think all of the matches tonight, today and tonight, will be exciting, especially as we get further into the tournament. Today, for this match here, we have Merami Frog, the 14-year-old Lithuanian legend himself, against BenooB, the Dutch, I guess, husband of Baby Arch. I still probably should find a better introduction for him.
We'll soon, kick off this second match of the evening, the second quarterfinal.
Here we go. Going into the action, Merami taking an interesting strat there. Probably the fastest strat, but losing or sacrificing some HP there. Yeah, so far the faster of the two players.
Yeah, learning from the same technique as Tommy was doing as well. I've never actually seen that technique before, but yeah, seems to be saving a good second or two.
I mean, I think it saves time. But yeah, like I said, and that's going to cost Merami. That's his second death in the whole cup, and it's coming early into map 1 here. BenooB taking the map uber slowly. I mean, he is in front, but this is a 2-minute long map, you know, and on these type of maps, it's much easier for someone like Merami Frog to make time because there's just more map to do it in. Not too far behind. He did take a early death, but I think he has managed to cut down the lead. I think just being the faster player. Going the left-hand side, which is interesting there. Most people go onto the right, but Merami opting to be a little bit different. Oh,
Yeah, and I think, oh dear.
BenooB missing the button there, and Merami Frog has caught up. Just pure speed there. Both players neck and neck going to be going into their first caps here.
Yeah, and that's gonna, possibly shock BenooB a little bit because he knows like he should be really far ahead, but now only a second.
So he is behind, but a single mistake from Merami could give him the lead back.
Yeah, it could, but to be honest, I don't see that happening now. I think he's
Oh, Merami. Not sure what happened there.
he missed the button.
He missed the button. That's another death from Merami. Advantage BenooB.
10-15 seconds ahead right now.
Yeah, that's about it. And it's all going to come down to this final run. Both players making it through to basically the final room here. BenooB with a little bit of a lead. Yeah, looking probably around 10 seconds. I guess we'll get confirmation of that as they both cap, assuming that they do both cap. So it's going to be another tight finish for that third cap.
I think BenooB could do this. I mean, yeah. There was only a second between them on the first cap, and now.
Let's have a look. Yeah, about 8 seconds there, Nin. So, I mean, given how far Merami died into his second run there, I think he's going to be a faster player overall. If both players do this flawlessly, my money's on Merami here. Yeah, it might cost him here in the first match. Oh, BenooB missing it. And Merami Frog has taken the lead here. Merami Frog taking over BenooB there. One mistake from BenooB is all it took.
Yeah, that air pressure room, it really does. Ooh.
BenooB making a lot of mistakes here, and at this point, Merami's just going to have to make a mistake if he wants any chance to win this. It's pretty much the lift jump or nothing. He does go for the long dodge at the end of this room here. Oh, he's gone the safe route. Very great adaptation there by Merami Frog. He went the shortcut way both runs when he knew he was behind. It's going to be very, very difficult for Merami to throw this away at this point, and very lucky for him. I mean, on his own map pick, he almost threw. Oh, Merami making a small mistake there. If he makes a few more of those, it's going to give a chance for BenooB to catch up. But yeah, this is Merami's pick, and he expected to win this. He made a couple of clumsy mistakes, which is uncharacteristic of him so far in this tournament, but maybe the quarterfinal pressure getting to him.
Yeah, he almost hit the pillar actually before jumping onto that lift, which could have cost him the game, but he has secured it. 3-2. Perhaps a good map pick from BenooB because one of the things about this map is that you have that rotating wall about halfway into the map, and it can realign the players on their speed. So BenooB is going to be behind Merami Frog, let's say most of the time, but he could always catch it up on that rotating wall. Arriving at this rotating wall now, so it doesn't really matter that, Merami's ahead because they're both going to have to chill out in this alcove.
And both players getting... BenooB getting one loop better there than Merami Frog, which is another aspect of these loop mover maps. Merami getting through the teleporter just a fraction too late and not risking it. And that's going to give BenooB a couple of 4-second advantage here, just based on that one mover.
This mover wall, and BenooB could get lucky. He could get a really good sequence here, whereas Merami would have to wait. Let's take a look and see.
Very nice sequence there from BenooB, actually. yeah, I mean, that's probably one of the better ones that you can hope for going in there. Merami getting a slightly worse one.
So he's making it into the alcove, the same one as BenooB.
Oh,
So
yeah,
this is
indeed.
yeah,
Indeed. I have my timings are off. It's been probably too many years, but yeah, that one loot mover has reset this game now. Merami has a slightly better path here at the end, and both players going to get through. And this time, Merami Frog getting the luckier side of the coin. Both players on the same loot mover or same loop, and they'll be capping it at the same time here.
yeah. Wow, this is really tense. And you know, one shortcut that it is possible to do at the end is to kind of YOLO that ceiling crusher at the end, and you can just get make it straight to the teleport in one mover cycle.
Going for that shortcut could be something that one of these players go for. I don't think they will. But, you know, it's just... Oh! Merami Frog! Making a huge mistake there.
I'm pretty sure he's going to cap this out and make it 3-2 and tie out the maps. That's an absolute gift for BenooB right there.
I guess relaxing a little bit, getting his nerves under control, getting some more experience, especially compared to Merami, who's never played in a cup before.
Yeah, and he took that last bit really, really slowly there as well. And yeah, absolutely deserved victory. And look, very strategic map pick. He's
And look at those times. This being Merami's second pick of the tournament, or of this stage in the tournament. So hope to see a better performance. Both players so far, up until this point, taking their own map, and BenooB taking an early death there. I mean, now we have Merami at the last part where he can die, but he does not crater on the boxes, and it's going to be a first cap from Merami.
Yeah, it's going to be a decent time as well.
123 flat. Yeah, very nice time. Safe cup run. Very respectable. And here we see BenooB not being too sure where to go. I think this is where that, you know, speed versus stability, all those players who are going for speed. Oh, that was a very late dodge there by BenooB. Lucky to make it there.
And he will cap this out as well. It's going to be a significantly slower time, though. It's going to be a 148, I guess.
Yeah, especially with that dip at the end. 148.2 for BenooB. But the main thing is getting that cap on the board. Yep, approaching the button. Last place he can really die on this map. Jumps across, gets a nice dodge, very quick, and no risk at all there of missing that mover like we see from BenooB when he does it. Oh, BenooB, very lucky there. Not sure if you caught that in. He was a little bit slow in the gate, actually caught him and pushed him up and saved him onto the ledge. So very fortunate stuff there by for BenooB.
Yeah, no, didn't catch that, but props to him for making it out. And we've just had a one. Ooh.
Merami Frog with a little bit of a mistake, and I mean, BenooB is still quite far away from the flag, but a couple more of those mistakes and would give the chance for BenooB to catch up.
The longer maps, the more that rushing kind of plays to your advantage if you're stable. So, yeah.
I wonder if that's actually now that you mentioned that, I wonder if BenooB's pick was tactical. You know, picking MountainBase where you have those loot movers. That's where speed doesn't really matter at all, right? If you're going to be caught up by loot movers every time, then it doesn't matter if you're the fastest or the slowest player in the world. As long as you get there at relatively same time, the loot movers are going to even out the match, basically.
Yeah, the Merami Frog is probably overall just seems to be a better and faster, more stable player. So I'm going to pick something where, you know, I have a chance based on the mechanics of the map. It could be that, or it could just be that he really likes the map. You know, I know a lot of different players who do really like MountainBase.
And here we have it, Merami Frog coming in for his third cap here, and very quick map there. Very, very stable stuff, taking it 3-2, 1 death from Merami Frog, 1 death from BenooB. Alright, I think we're ready. Let's get these boys readied up. I'm going to be picking a Merami Frog here, win here, unfortunately. I think he's just going to be much quicker than BenooB. I think this is one of those maps that he's probably practiced quite a lot. So let's get into the action.
And, oh, BenooB getting a little bit lost in the maze, maybe not too familiar on the red side.
Yep, this was indeed his pick, and so Merami got to choose which side they play on, and Merami getting to the flag room. There is a shortcut that you can take here. You can fall straight down with the flag down to the bottom, but I don't expect to see any players utilizing that today.
No, that's a shortcut I have tried to do many times myself and never once achieved it in a run, at least. So I'd be surprised if they go for it. And
it's a last-ditch effort thing. If you see your opponent grab it for you, then you may as well go for it. But other than that, it's probably a very risky thing to do.
Yeah, and that, you know, at this point, Merami's already got probably
BenooB taking a death there on the pillars, the slime pillars, and that's going to give an extra advantage to Merami Frog here, around 25 seconds in front of BenooB, plus his speed, so probably approaching even closer to 30 seconds lead here from Merami.
slow and steady when you know that you're in the lead, but it does throw you off your routine a little bit, I suppose. And so sometimes, actually going for the harder tricks is just safer
Yeah.
for that particular person.
I mean, I know that
Especially
feeling all too well. Yeah, I know that feeling so well. When I start playing slow, it's just terrible for me. But that being said, Merami Frog getting the 3rd cap in there, getting the match, taking it away from BenooB. It's 3-2 here. 3 caps for Merami, no deaths, couple of deaths there for BenooB, and Merami Frog is going to be advancing through to our semi-finals.